Hi guys, welcome to my channel. As the title suggests, today's tutorial is on eyebrow threading. So I'm going to start off by talking about the process, who could actually benefit from it and who it really wouldn't be beneficial to. And at the end of it, I'm also going to go ahead and give you a couple of tips and tricks to make this whole threading process a lot easier for you. After I've spoken about the tips and tricks, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate on myself and show you exactly how I thread my eyebrows. So let's start off by talking about who could benefit from eyebrow threading. So if you're a person that has thick eyebrows or your hair growth is crazy, and by the end of every couple of days or a week you find the need to pluck your eyebrows and trim it and tame it, then this is something that you might consider. Also, if you're tired of going to a professional every couple of days and time is of the essence, and also sometimes in certain areas it could get very expensive if you're going to get it professionally done. So this is again something that you might consider. It is a very simple process, and all it takes is a little bit of practice for you to become a pro at it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you're going to need for eyebrow threading. You're going to need thread. Now that's pretty much all you're going to need for eyebrow threading. But if you're new to this, these are some of the things that might help the process and make it a lot easier. If you have baby powder, it is going to help a lot. A pair of scissors to trim your eyebrows, a spoolie or a comb to brush out your eyebrows, and whatever you use to fill in your eyebrows. So if it's a pencil or the powder, that would help a lot as well. So here are some of the questions that you might have. Does it hurt? It honestly depends on your pain threshold. I cannot bear pain. Because I've done eyebrow threading for years, I'm used to it now. But here are a couple of things that might help you feel less pain. Honestly, you can do it at any point of time, but the best time that you might want to do it if you cannot bear pain is after you have a hot shower, because your skin is soft and plump, and it's a lot easier for the hair to come out. So it's a lot easier for you to pull out the hair while threading. If it's that time of the month and you cannot bear pain, then threading is something that you might want to postpone or prepone to avoid threading during that time of the month, because it actually heightens the pain. If you're trying to practice threading and you don't want to practice right away on your eyebrows, these are a couple of things that you might consider doing. You can either thread your upper lip or your chin, or the other thing that you can do is actually draw straight lines on your thighs or your hands where you have hair growth and try to thread along those lines to see if you can actually remove the hair all along that line in a straight line without removing any extra hair. So that's a tip that could actually help with your practice for you to become a pro at this. The baby powder is actually placed all along the eyebrows because it helps you see all the hair that you want to pluck out. The other reason for using the baby powder is because it can actually absorb all the oil that you have along your eyebrows. Because if you're threading and there is oil, the thread is actually going to absorb the oil, and it makes the process a lot more difficult, and it actually doesn't pluck out the hair easily. So by applying the powder absorbs the oil, and it makes it a very smooth process to thread the hair. The spoolie is used to comb out your hair so that it makes it very clear and visible what hair you want to keep and what hair you want to pull out. The reason why I asked for a brush or the pencil that you use to fill in your eyebrows is because it's a lot easier if you go ahead and fill in your eyebrows, especially if you're new to this, so that it's very clear and obvious what part of the eyebrow you want to keep, and by darkening it, you know not to touch that part of the eyebrow. And when you put the baby powder on the areas that you want to remove the hair, it makes it very, very clear. It's because sometimes the light can be deceiving and your eyes can actually be deceiving, and you may end up pulling out the hair that you didn't want to pull out. Make sure you stand in front of a window so that you have natural light shining on your face, and it makes it a lot easier to see what hair you're going to end up threading. Now, if you are threading and you've pulled out a bunch of hair that you didn't intend to in the first place, the best thing for you to do would be to fill in your brows for the time being with your eyebrow pencil or the powder, and then every night before you go to bed, apply castor oil. Castor oil actually helps your eyebrows and your eyelashes grow, and it actually thickens it and strengthens it as well. And as we've heard over and over and over again, eyebrows are not identical. They are sisters, not twins. That being said, if you find that there's a patch in your eyebrow where there's no hair, instead of you trying to pull out the entire line to match that particular patch, it's a lot easier if you actually fill in the patch with a little bit of powder or your eyebrow pencil and even it out. As if you pull out an entire line of hair just to match the patch that's missing hair, your eyebrows are going to start getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And as you grow older, your hair in your eyebrows start thinning out. And even if you have the thickest of eyebrows, it will still get thinner with age. So try to keep it as thick as possible, because when you have thick eyebrows, It brings a lot of youth to your face and makes you look a lot younger. So I hope all of these tips and tricks helped, and I'm sure by the end of the video, with a little bit of practice, you're going to become a professional at this. I really hope you enjoyed this video because I went through 2 weeks looking like Chewbacca from Star Wars just to do this video so that I can grow out my hair. So I really hope you appreciate it and enjoy this video, and if you like it, please feel free to share and subscribe. Until next time, bye. I'm starting off by taking a piece of thread that's around 24 inches long, and I'm doubling it up and tying a double knot at the end of it. Now you rotate the thread 10 times. Now you use your fingers to guide the thread up and down. Doing this, make sure the knot stays under your index finger and doesn't go over, because that will be a hindrance while you're threading. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm using my husband's thigh because I can't bear pain, to show you how you can practice. So I use my right hand to move the thread up and down, and my left is used to guide my right hand towards the hair I want to remove. So I'm starting off by using the spoolie to comb out all the hair, and as you can see there's a small little patch with no hair. I'm using my powder to fill that in, as opposed to pulling out all the hair along the line to make it even. So by me filling it in, it makes it very clear what hair I want to keep and what hair I want to remove. I'm now applying baby powder around my eyebrow in the areas where I want to start plucking. This again is going to help with absorbing all the oil and makes my threading a lot easier. So now I'm pulling out all the hair around my eyebrow, and after I do that, I go towards the border of my eyebrow and pull it out in one straight line. This gives it a very clean, neat, polished look. So if you have sparse hair, or prone to breaking out, or extremely sensitive skin, I don't recommend doing threading. After you're done threading, you can use a piece of ice or rose water that's found in most Indian stores or Asian stores to reduce the redness and the inflammation. Now, when I'm threading in between my eyebrows, I actually raise my eyebrows, so this makes my skin taut and it makes it a lot easier to pull out all the hair in between my eyebrows. I'm now brushing out the hair and using a pair of scissors just to trim the edges so that it looks really neat and gives it a very clean look. And now you're done. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel to get updated on future videos like this.